Welcome back to Hear Me Out. I'm E.
I'm D.
And today we're going to talk about the Met Gala. I don't know if you guys have watched one of our previous videos. I mentioned that the Met Gala was actually our very first video on YouTube a year ago.
Yeah.
2 days ago, which
Yeah.
is so crazy. We were just two young, aspiring YouTubers trying to figure it out and talk about fashion and talk about the things that we talk on the phone. And look at us now, 10,000 subscribers deep. I'm
Yeah.
so proud of us. So, yeah, we're
Right.
back with the Met Gala 2024. Of course, we're going to read you a Vogue article, like, duh.
Yeah.
And we're going to critique the looks, channel our inner Joan Rivers, and who else? Who else was in that panel?
Wasn't it Juliana?
Rancid.
Right.
Uh-huh.
And she had at least like a couple of different people. Her daughter Melissa would also be on it sometimes. So yeah. All
Yeah,
right.
we're going to channel all of them
Yeah.
because we're coming with the heat. I already know that we have opposing views on things. It's going to be fun, guys. Let's get started.
Okay, so before I jump into the article, let me just give a warning. This is very much unsolicited and amateur commentary here. We are not claiming to be fashion gurus. We are not claiming,
For yourself.
anyway, we are not claiming to be anything other than our dang selves with our crazy opinions. So if you don't want to hear that, watch something else. Okay. So,
Stay here. Just watch us.
okay, girl. Let them comment on your commentary and see how much you want to have them there.
All right.
First, the Vogue article is the best dress stars from the 2024 Met Gala by Christian Allaire. Okay, so every year the Met Gala red carpet produces some of the most memorable celebrity fashion moments of all time. The affair in New York City, themed Sleeping Beauties, Reawakening fashion, was certainly no different, with a bevy of A-listers hitting the red carpet or green carpet in custom creation. The night's very best dressed attendees were those who paid homage to this year's theme and the Garden of Time dress code, doing so in both thoughtful and unexpected ways. Of course, all of the official 2024 Met Gala co-hosts made the best dress list. Zendaya turned heads in not one but two striking looks, including her custom Margiela look in a vintage Givenchy dress from the House of Spring 1996 collection. Jennifer Lopez opted for sparkling Schiaparelli, which is, by the way, E's favorite designer right now.
Yeah.
While Bad Bunny wore a sculptural Margiela suit with Chris Hemsworth in a sleek Tom Ford one. Florals, unsurprisingly, proved to be the breakout look of the night. Celebrities transformed into high fashion bouquets in a variety of ways. There was Nicki Minaj in a Marni dress covered in hand painted metal flowers, and Gigi Hadid in a Tom Brown three-dimensional floral ball gown. Arawa Abo, meanwhile, had the night's best maternity moment in a red floral H&M look that included a crop top and full skirt. Some of the night's more unexpected and way more avant-garde moments shined too, proving that the best dressed celebrities of the nights didn't have to be in florals. Lana Del Rey, for one, brought forward the drama in a veiled Alexander McQueen look with an antlered headpiece. It was a thoughtful homage to the late designer's iconic fall 2006 collection. Tyla also transformed herself into a sand sculpture via an extremely fitted Balmain gown that was like a second skin. As for some of the best dressed men of the night, well-clad gents like Josh O'Connor in Loewe, Morgan Spector in Willie Cheveria, and Stefan Diggs in H&M shined in tailoring that was contemporary and dapper, which were the favorite looks of the night. You guys can vote on Vogue.com. So let's get started with our first look here, which
Wait,
is oh,
before we get started,
huh?
for those that don't know, and Dee has mentioned it, the theme is Garden of Time. I'm reading this because right now I'm really understanding what the theme is, right? So, what is the Garden of Time? There's another Vogue article that
Mm,
explains it a little. So, the Garden of Time tells a story of Count Axel and his wife, the Countess, in their utopia of leisure, art, and beauty. They live in a villa with a terrace that overlooks a garden of crystalline flowers with translucent leaves, gleaming glass like stems, and crystals at the heart of every bloom. Though it's all in Ballard's work, there is a dystopian element in their paradise. Holding on to it is like trying to keep every grain of a fistful of sand intact in your palm. So, it keeps talking about it, but at least we can understand where some people were trying to go. At
mhm.
least I can. I'm going to say that for myself because I was lost with some of the looks, but now I understand the Garden of Time. All right.
Okay, so now, without further ado, the first look is from Ayo Edebiri in Loewe. And she wore, we will have the picture here in the video, but she wore this Loewe gown that was very floral. I mean, entirely floral. It was a halter top with very low back, it seems, and the top starts off with white and it kind of starts to turn into these colorful flowery floral look or whatnot. I liked it, but I wasn't crazy about it. What did you think?
I think it's hideous.
Oh,
I know, I'm
okay.
staying strong. Why did they pick this girl to be the first one?
Oh,
I think
alphabetical.
Bob Ross draws way better than this. I didn't like the way it fits. I didn't like the transition of the colors. I didn't particularly like the flower pattern. I didn't really like her makeup. Like there was nothing wow to me about this.
Okay. That, yeah, I can commentary.
Okay, well, that was me. All right, next look. Bad Bunny in Maison Margiela.
I saw. Okay. I thought he looked weird. But that is a very standard Bad Bunny kind of go-to. So he is dressed in Maison Margiela, and it's very reminiscent of, like, I don't know, a Renaissance painter's outfit. It looks like the suit is almost not even completed, like when the tailors are like trying to like sew it together on your body, that's what it looks like. The
Hmm.
hat just looks extremely funny on him. However, I will say that I loved the flower he was holding. I can't recall the name, but it is the flower from Puerto Rico that is native to Puerto Rico. So I love that, of course, he still finds a way to incorporate his heritage into his look. But I thought he looked like one of those changing of the guards at like Buckingham Palace. That's what I thought.
Really?
Or no, you know what? He looks like one of the guards that stands at the Vatican. You remember when we went and they had all these funny looking dudes dressed up in tights? That's what he looks like.
Guys, don't listen to her.
Okay.
Looking dudes that were just standing there. Okay.
Yeah.
I absolutely love this outfit. Bad Bunny always pushes the envelope.
Okay.
Sometimes I think he tries too hard, but sometimes it really lands with me. I love the hat. I think it's like a deconstructed flower kind of thing. Obviously, holding the flower, he does these androgynous kind of things. So it's like holding, like a
Okay.
bouquet of flowers,
Mhm.
something, a bride would do. I
Right.
love the deconstructed look of the pants and the suit. I mean the
Suit
blazer,
jacket.
the suit jacket, and the pants. I think this is Garden of Time completely. One of the best dressed men on theme. Loved how it fit. It was great. I know. I'm even shocked myself.
I
Trust
have
me.
been so much shocked. I really did not like it at all.
Trust
Aside from him holding a flower bouquet, I didn't see Garden of Time. I just saw time. And that's it. Like, anyway, let's go to the next one.
Why are we besties, guys? Let us know in the comments. Like, why? And we've been besties for like more than 25 years. Even though I'm 25, I don't even know how that works. But
Oh
yeah.
yeah, we became besties in the womb apparently. Because yeah, you're 25.
All right, the next look is from Zendaya in Maison Margiela, again, by John Galliano. This is her very first look.
She was giving Poison Ivy like total badass vibes to me. Very Garden of Time. I absolutely loved it. I loved the colors. It was like this kind of like a deep blue, not navy, but like a deep blue, and the green was almost emerald, I want to say.
Hmm.
The makeup amazing. I just loved everything about it. I think she was very much in theme, and it's probably one of my favorite looks, I would say, of the night.
Like, where do you rank this?
I'd say top 3. Yeah.
Top five for me. I absolutely loved it. I'm like, she is shutting it down.
Right?
I thought that Blake Lively was going, and she highly disappointed me. I would love to see them battle it out. I know I'm pinning women against each other, but it's like the upcoming princess of the Met versus the queen of the Met. I know you might think Rihanna is it, but no, it's
Blake
Blake
Lively.
Lively.
Blake
And
Lively.
Zendaya has been killing it with her Dune premieres, the Challenger premiere. Like, she is fashion. This
She
girl can do it all. I love the way that veil looks on her. I love the colors. It's very garden at night. I love the
Yeah.
makeup and the mystery in the eyes. This is like avant-garde to me. I think she looks fantastic.
Yeah, no, amazing. You know what's funny? I feel like that is a Blake Lively look.
But I can't see her with like the dark makeup though. Have you?
Yes, when she did that one year with the Renaissance era look, it was like that red ensemble.
Red, yeah, with the
Yes.
thing, yeah.
So I think and I'm hoping that next year's Met Gala will see Zendaya and Blake Lively.
I
It
can
I
see it. You
cannot.
just gotta shut it down.
I cannot wait for that. I will also say, because we're talking about Blee Lively really quick, I was highly disappointed that she wasn't there. And at the end of the video, I'll tell you guys what I thought of my Met Gala overall thoughts because yeah, I have a couple and they're not that great. So
What? Why?
we'll get there. But Zendaya, top 3. Absolutely loved it. She was a perfect host and completely killed the whole thing, like in the best way possible. Okay, so next we have one that I'm sure has got to be a favorite of yours, Lana Del Rey and Alexander McQueen.
I'm gonna let you go first.
Okay, so first thing, I did like the veil and the antler looking thing or whatever. I didn't like her Crocs looking shoes.
Hmm.
Um, but the dress was also beautiful. I don't know about the hair. I feel like she could have done something else with it. It's definitely different, right? Because she's got an entire like veil over her. So I appreciated that sort of like taking it there. And but it just looks more like the Garden of Time has started to lose a lot of water. And it's just becoming fall/winter and dry to me.
Got, I know a lot of people on the internets love this. I don't know if it's because that's Lana Del Rey. I don't know
Probably.
if it's because you like the color. I absolutely hated it. What in the mosquito net? Like
Not
antlers?
mosquito net.
That is like, guys,
On my phone.
if you're millennials, you'll know that back in the day there used to be you were in the crib and then they used to put that mosquito net on top of it. That's what she's wearing. It looks, and it even looks like it's tangled. It doesn't even look like flowy. It doesn't look like a flower, like organza looking. It's just net.
Okay.
I can guarantee Dracula will get lost in there trying to bite her neck. There's no mosquitoes that are going to bite her. I don't like the way these vine things are looking. These vines or roots.
Yeah.
It's poorly constructed, in my opinion. It's
Uh,
not. I don't know. I hated it, and I hate her Crocs. You know how I feel about Crocs.
yes, I really hope those are not Crocs, but it would be wild if someone really wore Crocs to the Met Gala.
Think they are.
Um, I do like the small detail of like a singular red rose that she has in her hand. Everything else looks like it's dying, with the exception of that one red rose on her hand. So,
What red? Oh, I didn't even notice that because the net is in the way.
okay, but see, listen, if we're going to talk about theme here and dress code, she is definitely giving Garden of Time. Granted, because so from the
She
explanation
is.
you gave earlier,
Mm-hmm.
that's something about like the decaying of the garden, all that stuff. That is
The
decay.
Yeah, it is, but I just don't like the outfit. She's on
Okay.
theme. I didn't say she wasn't. I just said I hate it. Like, how many mosquitoes were in this dystopian world?
Oh my gosh.
I need to know, guys.
Let's go with the next one, ma'am.
uh, hold on. I'm looking at 10,000 articles to see what they're also saying about her.
Jeez.
Give me a, who's next? All right, so this is Gwendolyn Christie, our Brienne of Tarth,
Brienne of Tarth, yeah.
in Maison Margiela by John Galliano. What do we think?
It's a no for me. I love Brienne. Y'all, if you guys have watched our other videos, you know that we are die-hard Game of Thrones fans, and we will throw in random Game of Thrones references into our videos that have nothing to do with what we're talking about, but we'll throw in a reference. So we love Brienne of Tarth. But this is just not. First, it's not on theme. That's for starters. And secondly,
Dystopian, weird, and
Hunger Games, she's from the capital, like
yeah,
ugh.
that's what it is. I've been trying to think about it all day. I'm like, where have I seen this look? And I thought Alice in Wonderland, but Hunger Games is a good one too. This is complete Hunger Games. What
I'm
is she wearing? The hair, the outfit. I hated it.
and the yellow shoes, I'm confused. What again, where's the theme? Where's the like I can give her the makeup. Her makeup I think can definitely go in line with the theme.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe the hair could have even like worked had she worn a different outfit.
Mm-hmm.
Like neck up, I think, as much as I didn't like the hair, but I think had she worn a different outfit, neck up, like it looks great and it would have matched a different outfit. This is not. That's not it. Let's just move on. Okay. Because what are we really here for, guys? We're here for this one. Chris Hemsworth and Tom Ford. What did you think?
I mean, this man can do no wrong minus this outfit. He just didn't even try to be on theme. I mean, he looks good. We know he looks good, but
Yeah.
but it's so unimpressive. Like he was just there, just looking fine, which is fine by me.
Right. Do we really need more? I can't believe how
If we're talking about, I'm talking about
really.
the outfits, not the man. The man is the man.
Well, he is timeless.
He is.
So we can say that he is just, Garden of Eden timeless. Let's just go with that.
I wish he would have buttoned up that shirt.
Really?
Yeah, it's just
Girl, you made
it's
me throw
giving
my
too
phone
much,
again.
huh?
You made me throw my phone again.
Don't do that. Phones are expensive.
It's okay. I'm dropping them on soft surface because otherwise, yeah, we get in
Okay.
trouble.
It's just it's giving too like
That is
lax
who
vibes for
he
me.
is. This
But
man is
that's
from
not the
Australia.
theme. The theme.
He's from a literal island, a garden. He is the theme.
You just we're gonna move on.
I'm
You
just
just got
obsessed. It's fine. Let's keep going. You're right.
All right, Kendall Jenner in vintage Givenchy.
Okay. Okay. So apparently she made history because this has never been worn.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the the dress, gorgeous. Like, and it fits her. I mean, I'm assuming they had it tailored, but like it looks like it fits her like a glove. I think she looks beautiful. Kendall is a beautiful woman. There is nothing you could ever say about her looks. That is a beautiful woman. And I absolutely love the way that she looked in that dress, but I didn't really care for it as far as like the theme. Not necessarily. It just didn't that really didn't do much for me. But yeah, I mean the gown is just gorgeous. What did you think?
So a little bit about this outfit. It says the piece is adorned with over 100,000 black and brass beads and sequins, and it's quite the work of art. Not only that, but it's a historical artifact too, never being worn, like you said.
Mhm.
So, for a bit of context, when the dress was presented in McQueen's Autumn Winter 1999 Givenchy Haute Couture collection, it was only ever shown on a mannequin, and after that, it was removed straight into the Givenchy archive.
Wow.
So, the dress is stunning,
Yeah.
but I'm having a hard time seeing the Garden of Time. I see 2024 Elvira,
Okay.
but I love the hair.
Yeah.
I love the fact that she has like no nail polish. I know, very weird. The dress fits her amazingly. I think she is the best Card Jenner uh, dressed at the Met all times.
Yes.
I don't know what's up with Kylie. Kimberly is doing something and doing nothing at the same time. Chris is just happy to be invited. Chloe hardly shows up, and we know Courtney's last time was a hot mess.
Yeah.
So I think she really does exude like model. I have a
Oh,
hard time
yeah.
saying supermodel, but somebody that's a model looks great on her.
Yeah, somebody. Okay. Right. Well, we're gonna skip a couple because guys, some of these were very boring. So, the next one that I'm gonna go with is Cardi B, who was wearing Windowson. I don't know how
Hmm.
to pronounce that. Anyway, okay. Cardi is basically Marge Simpson in black. Um
That's a good one. I was
if
going to say Frankenstein.
Frankenstein's bride, the bride of Frankenstein. Yeah, you can say that.
Mhm.
Granted, I do love a grandiose look. And this is definitely that, but it's almost like she's being swallowed up by the dress.
Mhm.
And I feel like that's a little bit much. Had she let the dress poofed out on the stairs, kind of the way that Rihanna did with her mustard colored dress, that probably
That
wouldn't
dress
have
was
looked.
hideous.
But I'm saying that was huge. It had that huge, train
Mhm.
or whatever. But the main pictures that you saw of it were it cascading down the stairs. The same thing with Blake Lively's Statue of Liberty esque dress. So the cascading, right? I think if they had gone with a picture like that, I probably would have appreciated it more because it would give it a little bit more drama. This just looks like it's swallowing her up, and it just there's nothing to it. I don't really see like theme. I don't really see. I don't even really see Cardi, like barely.
Yeah, you're right. That is giving Marge Simpson, Bride of Frankenstein.
Hmm.
I don't see. Is this the Garden at Night? I think it was just too much black. Like, I
Yeah,
feel like when celebrities have the opportunity to use color, don't use black. And this is coming from a person wearing black who wears
same.
black all the time. But I mean, and I'm sure we'll talk about it later. Nicki Minaj, all color. Absolutely love that look. This was just too much. I think she's going for the wow effect,
Hmm.
not the I'm a precisely be on theme effect.
Yeah.
Um, there's a People article that says that she was serving total Ursula from The Little Mermaid in her luminous black dress that surrounded her on the carpet. She also rocked a matching beehive style headpiece to add height to her look, and the
Mhm.
most luscious green jewels to match the greenery of the carpet's backdrop. So that was the only real green Garden of Time kind of thing.
Yeah. Okay, I can
I
see
liked
that.
her nails more than I liked her outfit.
There was a picture that I saw though, because here's the thing. And this is why we love Blake Lively so much, because we're gonna just keep mentioning her tonight, guys. Deal with it. She is the queen of the Met, and a lot of the shots that we see of Blake Lively is of her matching the Met Gala carpet. Her outfits match the carpet. Like it always just looks very put together, very much on theme. There was a photo that I saw last night of Cardi with this dress from a different angle, I believe, with it all being, spoofed out, and you see the background. And you know how like it looked very gardeny, like that is the like the carpet how they had it, and then also on the walls it looked like it was some kind of forest like view. That was gorgeous. That
Hmm.
made the dress and made her look amazing because of the background. But in this photo, that was taken away, and so you're just seeing Cardi and you're just seeing like the extensiveness of the dress, and it just doesn't look as appealing as when you have that garden or foresty background that really like it helped to amplify her and amplify the dress in a different way than here where literally it just looked like she was being swallowed up. So if I can find that photo, I will also post it because I thought it was absolutely gorgeous the way it
Hmm.
looked out there. Okay, next.
Next is dun 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 Jennifer Lopez in Scaparelli.
You want to go first or I go first?
Um, you'll go first, but I have some facts, guys. So, as co-chair of the 2024 Met Gala, J Lo, 54, because of course they got to say her age, sent tongues wagging in a true couture creation by Schiaparelli that took about 800 hours of work and
Oh,
features 2.5 million bugle beads.
oh, jeez.
So it took a long time to make this
Yeah.
of a dress. Sorry, that was my.
Okay. Now we know Scaparelli is amazing.
Hmm.
Like literally for the last what year that we've been doing this channel now, guys, we have covered different events in which Scaparelli has been featured or been worn, or even when it was Paris Fashion Week, I believe we did cover his show. And Scaparelli does not disappoint. So this dress was absolutely stunning, gorgeous, loved it. But it is just another iteration of a typical Jennifer Lopez dress. And that's disappointing. Now, if y'all watched our previous video when we talked about the details of the Met Gala and how Jennifer Lopez is going to be one of the hosts, we said she was going to have to kill it. She was going to have to absolutely drop our jaws to the floor so that all that negativity that's been following her in 2024 would kind of fade away. But I don't know, maybe it was just not the year for her to have been a host because Hello Zendaya was one of the hosts. And so she was highly overshadowed by a lot of people when Jennifer Lopez hardly ever gets overshadowed. So I
Hmm.
felt like this dress, as gorgeous and beautiful as it is, was not it. Like it just wasn't it. I know some people had complaints on the internet about her hair and everything. Who cares? I mean, it's the Garden of Time or whatever, like it can kind of make some sense, but
Yeah,
I love the jewelry. I love the makeup. And like I said, the dress is gorgeous, but the one thing she listened to was that she didn't bring Ben, and that's it.
that's the only thing she looked. Oh yeah, I definitely agree with you. The dress fits her like a glove. The
Hmm.
dress is perfection. I can't say I was expecting more out of Scaparelli because they do a whole bunch of things,
Right.
but we have seen this before. She wears this similar style and dress
Mhm.
in gold, in other colors. This is like her signature thing, even down to the shoes, because I've
Yeah.
noticed. I'm like, how do celebrities walk in these heels? She always has like a platform, which makes shoes way more comfortable. So even the style of shoe is the same. She looks magnificent, but I don't think this is Garden of Time
No,
either.
no.
So why do we like Schiaparelli so much, or what we've seen, throughout the last year or two? So Schiaparelli celebrates surrealism and eccentric fashions. Her collections were famous for unconventional and artistic themes like the human body, insects, and the use of bright colors like her shocking pink. The brand is known to distort the shape and reimagine the form of the wearer. The legacy of whimsical, otherworldly fashion started by Elsa Schiaparelli's surrealist vision. So that's, I think, what we were expecting. Like
Yeah.
I was expecting this huge garden. I don't know. I imagine J Lo wearing a forest at this point. Some kind of animal or a big butterfly. But JLo doesn't push the envelope. I
No.
think the most that she's pushed it was that Versace dress that she wore when 1999 or 2000,
Yeah.
and she just wore it recently again. Other than that, she's pretty safe. She knows what she likes. I got to give her that. She
Yeah.
knows what looks good on her,
Hmm.
but this is not really Garden of Time. And
No.
if Blake Lively would have, again with the Blake Lively would have shown up, it was game over for her.
Yes. I mean, it was bad enough she was co-hosting with the
Zendaya.
best that is Zendaya right now. Um, just a little fun fact because I know people are like, some people were not happy with her hair, but like I loved it because for me, yeah, I loved it. It's the one thing that I feel she's done different because at these sorts of events, she always has very sleek hair. Um, but so fun fact, my hair's always in a bun, and I've loved wearing my hair in a bun since I saw Jennifer Lopez in the I'm Real video with Ja Rule. Forever and ever, that was my look because I saw her wearing that when I was a kid. Okay, just a little fun fact about me. Um, so let's go with our next look, which it's kind of hard because there were so many that just were like pretty blah to me. But one that I've seen on the internet that a lot of people seem to like is Elle Fanning in Balmain, and I have my thoughts, but I'll let E go first because I think she might actually like this.
You damn Skippy. I absolutely love this. I would have actually wished JLo would have worn this. I think this is not exactly Garden of Time, but what's in a garden? A fountain. So this is giving me the illusion of like water, fountain, there's birds. Like
That
it could look a little saran wrappy. I admit that. But I think it's beautiful. I love how, it glistens with her skin. I
Mhm.
love the simple makeup. I absolutely am in love with this look.
I could see that more of like the fountain theme. I think if she'd done her hair with the wet hair look, it definitely would have
Mm.
been more like of a fountain type of thing. Uh, I was wondering yesterday when I saw it, like, why are there like birds on her shoulder? It did not dawn on me that I could be like a fountain sort of theme. So yeah, okay, I can definitely see that a little bit more, and it helps me to appreciate the look a little bit more because yesterday I was thinking that it was just plastic and saran wrap or what you put when you cover your meals instead of aluminum foil, you use this. Like that's what it was giving me yesterday. But I do like you said, like the glistening look of her body and everything. So it's kind of very I can definitely see that as being on theme. Her jewelry, I believe like the earrings she has on are just so beautiful. I'm assuming they were either Tiffany's or something along those lines because they just look really, really nice. But yeah, I think if she'd done like a wet hair look, it would have definitely like pulled it entirely in the direction. Like I
Hmm.
think it's in that direction that you're saying, but like even more so had she done
Like the
that.
2021, I think it was 2021 Kim look.
Yes, with that hair, yes. And if if she had done something similar to that, because yeah, like If we go with what you're saying, it's like a fountain sort of theme, watery. She could look like she's dripping. That
Mm-hmm.
was kind of like something not exactly how Kim Kardashian did it, because Kim did look like she was like literally had dripping and all that stuff. But no, I can definitely see that a little bit more, and I can appreciate the look a little bit more because of that. So, if nothing else, let's go to the next one.
Tyla, your favorite in Ballman. What do you think?
Top three, possibly number one.
Are you serious?
So serious.
She's the one who made me look up the definition of a garden of time. I couldn't for the life of me understand why this girl came on the carpet looking like Sam. I
The
mean,
sand of time.
I know I got it now. Jeez. But it looks beautiful on her. You know, she just has this confidence. Like she's just such a chill
Yeah.
girl. And I love the little thing that she's holding, the little purse with the time
Oh yeah, the hourglass.
hourglass.
Hmm.
Um, I loved it. It grew
I
on me like throughout the day. Correct. I went
Okay,
from hating it to loving it.
do you see her hair? It's kind of got a little bit of that wet hair look. That's
Mhm.
another, I guess, look that I feel like Elle could have done. But so okay, Tyla and Balmain, like it literally looks like she's a goddess coming out of the sand. That is how like that dress is like literally clinging onto her skin. And I love the way that they made like the chest bodice part look like, because when you if you've ever buried your sibling in the sand or your significant other in the sand and you decide to do something, like outline a abs that never existed or whatever, this is what that looks like. And on her shoulder she's also got like sand, like
Mhm.
normally when you're on the getting up off the beach or something, you have sand on you. The necklace has, like, I believe they're diamonds, but it kind of gives off like it's also sand on the necklace. And her makeup, hair, flawless, and like you said, she has this confidence about her. I see that she also has like some sand that's kind of like clinging to like the bottom of her arm that's holding onto the hourglass.
Mhm.
And I just thought it was perfection. My number one, for sure. My number one. Absolutely.
Really.
Yeah.
She's now, I guess, top 5 for me. So, in case you guys didn't know, she had to be lifted around
Hmm.
because she couldn't even like move her legs. I guess that's like one of the prerequisites of wearing a dress at the Met Gala. So I thought that was funny. But you see the silhouette in this dress, it's very Schiaparelli. That's what I was expecting on.
Yes.
So I don't want to say disappointed because I really 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 like Schiaparelli. Um but yeah, we'll see if they have other looks here.
I don't think that we can necessarily put that on Scaparelli, though. I think it's more so
It's
on
um,
Jennifer.
yeah.
The event, but also Jennifer. I think she probably most likely had a say so in what she wanted to kind of wear. And I'm assuming that, like, you guys can quote me if I'm wrong. But I'm assuming that artists or um designers, they're going to go with more or less the looks that they know fit a certain celebrity. So
For
if you're Kim Kardashian, if you're Jennifer Lopez, you know that the best idea is to put them in skin tight outfits or the type of looks that they normally wear, because that's what they like, right? So I feel like in this case, I don't want to necessarily put the blame fully on Scaparelli, because I think that this was
Mhm.
probably more of a Jennifer Lopez thing.
And she
So
should have worn it to another event.
yeah. You're right. So, speaking of, earlier we mentioned Queens of the Met. We have Sarah Jessica Parker next in Richard Quinn. What did we think?
This is hideous. Like it's
Yeah.
hideous. I mean, I can see the 17th century ish inspiredness going on, but she forgot a whole dress to put over it at this point.
Mhm.
And you guys might hate me, but I think Sarah Jessica Parker is overrated. I don't think she's a fashion nothing. Blake Lively is. I said what I said.
I'm gonna pretend like you didn't say that actually. So Sarah Jessica Parker in this look, to me, it seems like she's going to the Kentucky Derby. I don't know if it's that time of year yet, but it's giving very much Kentucky Derby or some kind of royal event with those weird ass fascinators that they like to wear. Okay, so let's go to the next one because there isn't much to say about her. I love her, and I do not agree with what he said. I think she is a fashion icon, but let's move on.
Why do you think so?
Oh my gosh. It how can I explain it to you if you don't see her that way? Hello. Sex in the City. She was New York. She is New York.
I don't think so, but okay. Who's the next one?
Well, we can go with Gigi Hadid and Tom Brown. I will let you go first on this one.
All right, so a little bit about her look. She wore an unmistakably Tom Brown look, a wide off the shoulder corset dress with exaggerated hips layered underneath a white silk moire quote with a black Duchesse satin tipping and festoon with 3D yellow roses worn around her hips.
Ooh.
So this took a team of 70 people and
Wow.
over 13,500 hours to make entirely by hand and is now in the permanent archive. So, what do I think? Like Tyla's dress, this dress grew on me. I think I initially saw the dress without the extra thing
The
to it,
yeah, the train.
the extra train to it, and I didn't like it. I'm like, what in tarnation is that? It just had like that one flower. It was bothering me where it was. I'm like,
Yeah.
is that the translation you want me to have? Let me know. But once I saw the whole dress and, I kept looking at it throughout the day, I really loved it. It was very elegant. That's
I didn't. It just looked boring. But her hair and makeup look great.
friends.
It did look boring. It's just a very like basic looking flower bouquet. There wasn't much. I don't know. I didn't feel like there was much to it. Which is disappointing because I think she is generally a very well-dressed model. So that was something that I just,
The
wasn't
dress
necessarily.
is subtle. It's nothing over the top. It's elegant. That's all I'll say. She's on theme. It didn't wow me. I mean, it wowed me more than Kylie Jenner. I don't know what's going through her mind lately, but
Right.
a little pop of red lip, the the soft hair with the dress. It kind of flows. I,
Cool. Who are we going with next?
dun dun dun. Let's see. All right, let's do Greta Lee in Loewe. What do we think?
So Loewe is another designer that has been everywhere for the past since last year, for the past year, just much more commercially. I think people are starting to pay attention to Loewe. I didn't necessarily like this look. I don't like her hair and the outfit. I'm very confused by it. I don't know what it's supposed to be. Maybe another mosquito net. I have no idea. What did you think?
I This dress reminds me of Christmas. You know that tool that you put at the bottom of the Christmas tree?
Right.
It's there. There's
Yeah.
nothing really appealing about it to me.
Yeah.
And I'm over the whole I can see under your dress fad.
Yeah. For sure.
This is a trend that is not dying. We saw it with J Lo and Scaparelli.
Mhm.
I think we'll talk about it later, or maybe not. There's a Phoebe. I forgot her last name. The Duchess,
Oh
the
yeah, yeah, yeah.
from Bridgerton, wearing
Mhm.
Victoria Beckham. We
Oh,
can
okay.
see her undergarments as well.
Oh
Uh,
gosh.
And I'm drawing the blank. Of course, Kimberly Kardashian. We have to see what she's wearing under. It's
Yeah.
just let's bring back clothes. Let's stop being tacky.
Yes, I agree.
Um,
Um, go ahead.
let's see. Who do we go with next? All right, Taylor Russell in Loewe.
Another Loewe. So when I first saw that one, I was pretty like taken aback by the bodice because I really liked it. It reminded me of a tree. And so I just thought like, how can you wear a tree? And she's clearly wearing a tree. Overall, I don't really care for her hair and makeup, but I really loved the dress. I'm not sure, I guess it's a dress. I love the draping of the skirt part. And I love that the bodice looked like it was a literal tree from the forest. So yeah. What did you think?
Unimpressed.
Oh, okay.
That's all
Well,
I can say about it.
dang. Okay. Um, so then let's move on to the next one. I'm gonna skip several because they're again boring. And the only reason I'm coming to this one is because we recently did a video on her,
Nicole
Nicole
Kidman.
Kidman in Balenciaga, unfortunately. What did you think? You love her looks.
I love her looks, and it hasn't changed. Nicole Kidman was that girl in the 90s and the 2000s. I remember looking at E News back in the day, or was it E News or Hollywood? What was it? Hollywood E Online? What was
Yeah,
that show?
I don't know. I think
Tonight, E something tonight on the regular channels.
oh, Entertainment Tonight?
Entertainment Tonight. Entertainment Tonight or E News or something like that. We were always waiting to see what Nicole Kidman was wearing. And she never disappointed. And she's not disappointing now. Black and white, hello. I know I was just critiquing wearing all black, but this is different. This is Nicole Kidman. She does no wrong to me. I loved it.
um
Don't say anything mean.
well, first is Balenciaga, so it's a no for me. And secondly, where's the theme? I'm not seeing the theme. And third, I've never been a fan of Nicole Kidman looks. I cannot tell you a look of hers that I can recall.
Why am I her friend?
I honestly can like tell me a memorable look, vintage Nicole Kidman. I cannot tell you one.
All of them are.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'll
I
come back to that because we were watching that as kids. Like I'm not into it like I am now. I wasn't into it like I am now.
we can always call back the Jennifer Lopez Versace.
That was the first time somebody was really naked like that, wearing a dress like that.
I can tell you Angelina Jolie with the black ensemble dress that she wore to the Oscars where she had her leg out. I can tell you all the different times in which JLo has worn some kind of iteration of the same dress she wore at the Met Gala. I can tell you Zendaya in all the different amazing looks that she's had. Um,
Recently,
yeah,
we're
but
talking
okay,
about when
so
we were like 9 or 10.
she still
You
was
can
not.
remember that, and you know how your memory is.
I know, but she's still not someone that I like would
Really?
recall. No. Like I remember like I said I remember like old vintage Jennifer Lopez looks. I remember esta what's her name Angelina like I mentioned. I can even tell you Gwyneth Paltrow when she won the Oscar wearing that baby pink dress. Like this was early 2000s or late 90s that she wore this. Like those are the kind of looks that I can remember, but Nicole Kidman was just not one that I would like, I don't know, not one that I would remember, not off the top of my head. You gotta send me some looks because yeah, I definitely can't remember. But let's go to the next one.
There, this one I think sparked a lot of controversy. Dua Lipa and Marc Jacobs. What do you think?
Um so I don't see the theme either. I don't really know that it's I, I don't like it. I don't really like it. It is not doing anything that I guess it's meant to do. And I don't know. It just I don't see the point to it.
Mhm.
Like maybe if this was like a rock show, it would work. Um, but yeah, that's it. I can't think of anything else. It's just very like blah to me.
I'm like, this dress is from Hot Topic or one of those outfits that you want to wear during Halloween just to
Yeah,
wear less clothes.
it's true.
I'd be like,
That's
I am
true.
some kind of vixen, something.
Mhm.
There's no theme here. I have what, the corset
I
that's like hidden with all this mesh and
right.
mumbo jumbo and feathers and the maleficent cape thing that she has going on. I hated it.
Oh,
I hated everything about this, including the hair.
dang. Okay.
And she's had good looks. At the Barbie premiere, she wore,
Yeah.
nice things. And I can't remember the other event that she was in. Again, something nice, but this is a flop with a capital F.
Okay. Well, I agree. And so the next person we're gonna go to is Kylie Jenner in Oscar de la Renta. What did you think?
What did I think? I'm unsure.
Oh, okay.
She's like in the middle for me. I
Okay.
love the dress, hated the shoes. I love the soft makeup. I loved her hairstyle.
Yeah.
She's in this, I'm gonna call it soft girl era where she's trying to do this quiet luxury, not too craziness. But the Met Gala is about crazy. It's about
Yeah.
pushing the envelope, like really interpreting these themes. And this is just a sabana, which is a comforter, guys. It's
Yeah.
beautiful, but it's not for this kind of event. I don't know why she keeps doing this. She did that last year as well. It wasn't really
Oh yeah. Last year's look was terrible.
I don't know what's going on with her. And usually she pushes the envelope. Like that
Mhm.
Scaparelli look with the lion on it.
Mhm.
She wore this Mugler um piece where she looked like Elvira. I love that look. I think it
Yeah.
was for Fashion Week 20 whatever year we're in, 2023.
Mhm.
She wore that look. So she can do it. So I
Yeah.
don't understand why she went so basic for this Met
Ooh.
Gala.
Well, I think that her glam, her hair, everything, it was very beautiful. And the dress is beautiful, but it is very generic. It is something we've seen her in before in some iteration. It's not on theme. And I think that we know you, your sister, all of you are very skinny.
Wait, hold on. Can you see that look?
Yeah.
That's Kylie and Mugler. So
Yeah.
she has the potential.
Yeah, no, definitely. So it was disappointing that she didn't really go for it. I think in a way in which we know she can.
Hmm.
Um but like I said, it's very much like the same sort of look that we see on her, that we see on Kim, that we see on Jennifer. It's very much just body hugging, showing what, a snatched waist you have. And that's great. Nobody's taken away from that. But I
Hmm.
think when you come to these sorts of events, especially because we know the Kardashians prepare for this event well in advance, you would think there'd be a little bit more consideration. I
Hmm.
feel like, for example, Kendall's look can be a simple look. It can be considered a simple look, but it is immensely gorgeous. There is something about that look and the way she wore it that just really exemplified the gorgeousness of that dress. And yes, it is body hugging and all that, but I feel like it's not one of those, it's not like this where we're seeing she's got the tiniest waist. It's not like Kim's where we're seeing they've got the tiniest waist. And the cleavage part is always the same thing, that sweetheart neckline.
Hmm.
It's just always the same thing. So I can appreciate Kendall's look a whole lot more when you compare it next to the sisters.
Yeah.
It was very disappointing. As much as I love this dress, and I
It's a
love
beautiful
this dress.
dress. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. But it looks like a wedding gown, an off-white wedding gown. And she's done that before too. She's worn a semi wedding gown to the Met Gala before as well. So I don't really know why she's kind of sticking to this vibe, honestly.
I don't know, but Timothy wasn't there. Timothée.
He was not. No.
He was not. So, and we know now that Kylie's dispelling her rumor she ain't pregnant.
Yeah.
Evidently.
If
Uh,
you were wondering.
if you were ever wondering.
Hmm.
Beautiful look, again, not for this Met.
Yeah.
And she can wear so, like, it's so disappointing because you can wear so many colors. If
Yes.
this dress was an emerald green or something that glistened, with sequin or some kind of, it would have been on theme. But it's just white
Yes.
or off white.
Yeah. It's like an off
Um,
white cream color look. You know, honestly, Kylie, and we can get off of her
mhm,
after this, but I feel like Kylie has the potential to be a Zendaya
she does.
because she's not a model, but she can be. And she has that sort of elegance and the way she carries herself where she can pull off certain things. Like when she was doing that fashion week uh outings that she did and she was wearing the scaparelli, not scaparelli, the Mugler and a couple other looks.
I'm Scaparelli here.
Oh, okay. So when she's worn a couple of these things, you can see that she has that very high fashion potential.
Hmm.
Um, without needing to be a supermodel like her sister, right? It's something that, like Zendaya, I think her looks are effortless. I think for Zendaya, she doesn't have to do much. She's got a great, stylist with her, which is LaRoche. I think Kylie needs to find something like that, like to elevate herself in that way because she has that potential. She really can pull off some amazing, amazing looks. And
Hmm.
I think it's just like been disappointing that she's like kind of sticking to this, I don't know, very basic look because like you said, she did the same thing last year with a very generic looking dress. I didn't understand it like at all.
Yeah, and we also have had a discussion where Kim would love to be Kylie in those looks.
Yes.
Kim cannot wear that Scaparelli dress with the lion's head. She
No,
cannot. I
no,
don't see Kim wearing that Mugler dress that or headpiece that I showed you earlier.
no,
Kylie
no.
can be fashion forward. She can be avant-garde. I think she's battling with wanting to be quiet luxury slash keep on brand with the Kardashians, which is show more, tight,
Yeah.
snatched waist, cleavage. And then
Hmm.
she also wants to be high fashion. And yes, you can do it all, but I think she's kind of confused right now. I think she's trying to figure out what she wants to be. And
Mm.
I feel like she wants to be in this soft girl era, quiet luxury, but it's not really landing with me.
No. And okay, so because this is just a thing now, we've talked about on several different videos how Kylie has been having trouble with really getting her businesses off the ground, with really sticking to something. I think she has the potential, just like we've talked about with Meghan Markle. If you do the things that work for you will be successful. And
Hmm.
Kylie, for a very long time, was doing really well with the makeup line and everything, but then she started breaking off to do these different things. It's not hitting. If Kylie were to immerse herself in this fashion couture world that Kim so much wants to be a part of,
Hmm.
Kylie could fit in. Kylie could elevate herself, and in that elevation, probably bring some of that to her businesses because she right now seems very scattered, very young, very like just all over the place. Like she's just trying to make something stick. But I think that with the certain like a certain kind of um like perspective, it would be helpful for her to just kind of like be more on theme about certain things, right? Like stick to something that works for you and just run with that. Like if you want your perfume to be a thing, then go into these high fashion circles, dress the way that you can definitely dress, be avant-garde, push your perfume out there. Like, there's different ways in which she can make a lot of these things work for her. And I think, I don't know why she's not utilizing this, honestly. It seems like such a missed opportunity for me.
Oh, dear. All right, a few more guys. Let's talk about Angel Reese in 16 Arlington. What do you think?
So I wasn't necessarily like um too thrilled with it. This is her first Met Gala. I'm excited for her. But it's like a little bit like a ballerina-esque look
Hmm.
with the feather tutu. Um, and I don't understand like the what is it, like a netting or lace below it? That looks strange. And yeah, I don't know. I'm not seeing the theme for one. And I feel like they could have definitely dressed her a lot better.
All right. Ditto. Nothing else to say. I actually hated it, but you said a couple of constructive criticism things. Nicki Minaj in Marnie.
Okay. Okay. So I was not the biggest fan of the look. Primarily because it just I feel like they're just like it was a little bit like chaotic for me. And I her hair was such a distraction as well
Hmm.
because I don't understand this very, very low like bob cut that she's got going on with the bangs and all that. Like I didn't like that.
Hmm.
Um the dress, I mean, the dress in and of itself, I think it's pretty. Um but yeah, no, it wasn't like a big hit for me. What did you think?
I love it. She looks like a little trinket, like the ones that hang
Oh yeah.
the wind blows.
Yeah.
I loved it. And I feel like this is almost a little Japanese inspired.
Oh, okay.
The haircut and
I can
like
see that.
the colors. I think it really fits her when she's in her Roman era or whatever era she's in. Uh,
Yeah.
I like the look. I love that she pushed the envelope, uh, like compared to Cardi, where that she wore all black and all this fabric. I'm sure
Yeah.
that I'm gonna actually keep that comment to myself. So, this is a lot of color. It's
Mhm.
vibrant. It's really on theme, like flowers. Hello.
Yeah.
So I think she did a good job. All
Okay.
right. How many more do we do? Three
I
more?
think, yeah, let's go with three more. And
Kim for last.
yes, Kim for last. So let's go with Zendaya's second look, which was a vintage Givenchy by John Galliano. And I mean, this woman can do no wrong in my eyes. I prefer the first look, but the second look, vintage Givenchy, I actually really loved it. I know that we've been talking about like the all black look or whatever, but I just think she made it work. And the headpiece, which was like a flower bouquet headpiece, I thought was very extreme, but like in a good way. And I love that she's the one that closed out the show. Um, I think she just looked really good.
I wonder how J Lo felt. What do I think about this look? I know I've been bashing everyone that's been wearing black. I really love this outfit. I don't know why. I still don't think it's that on theme, but that headpiece really does bring it together. Like, who
Yeah.
wears a whole bouquet on their head? Like, she bought
Zendaya.
that herself and she wore it.
Oh
Eh,
my gosh.
it. Um, like, I agree with you. I did like the other look a lot more, maybe
Mhm.
colors, but this was pretty phenomenal.
Yeah. Yeah, I really did like it.
And I guess last but not least, is that the second? The
Well, that was the first one of the
oh, that's
three.
the first one.
So
JK.
so my second or my like second to last, I guess, is one that I don't know that is covered in any of the articles that we've looked at,
Hmm.
because for whatever reason it's not anywhere. Um, but there was one look in particular which is in my top three because this will round out my top three here. It is Mona Patel, and she was wearing, I believe is Iris, I can't find the name, but I feel like
With the
her,
flowers, with the butterflies. Is that her?
no, it was this one.
Ah,
It's yes, this look.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
I wish I could find the name of the, it's, I feel like it's Iris something because it was another designer that we had covered
Hmm.
before. I'm gonna look it up because like I need to give you guys this information. But that was my rounding out my top three. She looked so beautiful. That dress w- did give me like the theme vibe. And okay, so I found a People article. So Mona Patel, she's an entrepreneur that had the social media buzzing. So she wore, let's see if it tells me here. Okay, yeah, Iris Van Herpen. Absolutely loved it. It was a form-fitting gown with a gorgeous scallop train that looked like something straight out of a woodland garden. And the biggest eye catcher were the 3D kinetic butterflies that ran up her arms like opera gloves, which opened and closed throughout the night thanks to a motor incorporated into her gown. Um, yeah, so I loved it. It was her debut at the fashion event. It was, I think, her first time at the Met Gala, yeah. And oh my gosh, I honestly, I was like in love with it. Like immediately it became my top part of my top three. Like I absolutely loved it. What did you think?
Man, I don't even know where to put this dress. I have a lot of likes. Maybe I'll say top five. I feel like I've been saying a top five for a lot of people. But this was beautiful. I think it had even like a mechanical thing in the back
Yeah,
where the thing started moving. It was beautiful.
yeah,
Very whimsical. I love how form fitting it was. Yes, I know we were just bashing Kylie for wearing something form fitting, but this is appropriate. Okay, this is
yes,
gala worthy.
yeah,
Um, Even like the whole dress, I feel like resembled a butterfly, in my opinion.
mhm,
Like I
yeah.
love how flowy it was in the back. Kind of like flowers. I
Mhm.
just love this dress.
Yeah, it's a very much an Iris Van Herpen look. We have talked about the designer before and the themes that they utilize with, like, I believe it's like the ocean water and things of that nature. So it's a very appropriate sort of designer and look for this event, given that the theme is the Garden of Time. And I mean, her glam as well, absolutely stunning. She just looked amazing to me. She had these like very gorgeous earrings and like no necklace or anything. It was just very like
Mhm.
clean.
Yeah.
Um and yeah, I just absolutely loved it. Again, part of my top three. So let's go to the very last one here.
I have an honorable mention.
Okay, go ahead.
Mindy.
Kaylee?
Yeah, Mindy
Yeah.
Kaling and Gaurav Gupta, where she
Mm-hmm.
was wearing that dress that was like organza looking. I don't
So
know why
beautiful.
it wasn't on this Vogue list unless we missed it.
It wasn't. It was not.
That was like actually my number one. That dress
Yeah,
was
I can see that.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
Talk about whimsical, talk about Garden of Time. The
Mhm.
What was the other thing? The sand of something.
Yeah, like it was like the decaying of the gardens, all that other stuff. Anyway, yeah.
The color, the how it
Mhm.
flows, how it fit her. I loved her makeup. She looked phenomenal. Let's see. What does it say? In a voluminous nude color strapless gown by Gaurav Gupta, featuring sculptural pieces that anchored over her head and cascaded down her back in a striking pattern of loops and swirls. It also had a train so enormous that Cowling needed multiple handlers to help her carry it as she made her
Yeah.
way down the red carpet. Despite its colossal size, the look managed to exude an ethereal aura with its floaty sheer layers and curved draping details on the sweetheart neckline bodice. The gown's fabric had subtle silver accents and a touch of sparkle.
It was my number one when I first saw it. Like immediately, it was I think I had seen Kim, I'd seen some other ones, and I saw her, and I was like, number one for sure. But then, of course, I saw Tyla, I saw Zendaya, I saw Mona Patel, and Mindy went down to number four. But I did absolutely,
Number four,
yeah, yeah.
uh, there was. See, J Lo should have worn this
Oh, that would have been beautiful on her
with
too.
the hair that she already had. She had to drop
Yeah.
some makeup. I mean, not makeup, some diamonds because it would
Yes.
take away from this dress. But yeah, J Lo didn't come with the wow factor that she usually does, so that's upsetting. But last but not least, we're almost at the finish line. Kimberly Kardashian. What was she wearing?
She was wearing Maison Margiela by John Galliano, and it was a silver dress with what she called a boyfriend sweater. Corset top, of course. What did you think?
Oh, she really upsets me. It says it had a lace train featuring leaves and floral accents. She had bleach blonde hair. It perfectly accented, this is according to People,
Mm-hmm.
perfectly accented the silver in her dress. She played down the rest of the look by wearing her natural waves and subtle makeup, including a shimmery silver eyeshadow.
Hmm.
What did I think? What
Mm.
in the H&M is she wearing? What? Why is she wearing a cardigan from H&M? I'm not bashing H&M because I shop there, but that's it. Just what was she trying to do? And she was trying to sell me this. Oh, I'm just in the garden and I'm cold, and it.
I had the craziest night and blah blah blah, and I'm running out.
No,
Thing or other.
no, I hated it. Like, why did she do that?
Okay, so the one thing I did like was the lace skirt part of it.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was gorgeous. I think that part of it was very beautiful. But again, it's the bodice, the what's that called? Corsetted bodice. It's so overdone. I mean, she's done this almost every year.
Mm-hmm.
Um, her holding on to that boyfriend sweater for dear life, I was very confused by that. Um,
I think that was
this
an outfit malfunction, to be honest.
I wouldn't be surprised because
Yeah.
it looked like she was just kind of coming up with the story on the fly, and she
Hmm.
just like was holding on to that sweater for dear life. That sweater looked like it was very just old and ratty as well. It was
Yeah.
not making sense to me. And I'm sure we'll probably hear all about it in, the Kardashians when they do this portion of the season, but I didn't like it, and I feel like Kim has had some really amazing looks. She is someone who pushes the envelope, um, but this was just not is not it for me. Aside from the lace flowery skirt, there was no theme there. There was not anything that really seemed on theme.
Yeah, there was no theme. The Kardashian Jenners, this was a flop. Kimberly was just trying to show her size 10-inch waist at
Yeah,
this point
right.
because somebody on social media says we just see her waist getting tinier and tinier.
Mhm.
Um, so
No,
I didn't like it.
I
Again,
mean Kendall stole the show when it comes to them.
she always does.
Yeah.
I don't know why they haven't learned from their supermodel sister at this point.
Right.
So somebody said on the Today Show, I wonder if her dress was damaged and that's why she wore that ugly cardigan over it.
It's gotta be because it's just weird.
Another comment is, for some reason, I feel she's not comfortable in this look. She's feeling insecure tonight.
Well, yeah, people were saying that it didn't look like she could breathe.
Mm-hmm. I mean, but what's the point if you can't enjoy the night because you can't breathe? I mean, I know I'm a slave for fashion. I understand that concept.
Right.
What did my mom say the other day? Before, mejor muerta que sencilla. Is that how the quote goes? Like,
Yeah.
we're not doing simple over here. I understand, but what else is she trying to prove? Yes, girl, we get it. You're in shape. You
Mhm.
have a shape. Is it your shape? I don't know.
Yeah.
But I didn't like the dress. I think she could have done
Yeah.
much better.
Well, I gave you guys my top three, and you've talked about a top five. So, who is your top five, ma'am?
In no particular order.
Okay.
It might be a top 10. All right. We have Mindy
Mm-hmm.
in what is it? Gaurav Gupta.
Mm-hmm.
We have the girl you mentioned,
Oh, Mona Patel.
Mona
Iris
Patel in
Suburban.
yeah. We have Bridgerton girl Phoebe. I can't remember her last name for the life of me.
Duvner, or something like that.
Maybe. And she's wearing Victoria Beckham. Loved it.
Okay.
Zendaya, her first look by Galliano.
Mm-hmm.
Loved it. Uh I don't really want to put Tyla in there. Who else? You know,
Wow, what a hater.
I thought that Katy Perry went to the event because there was like this hologram of her with this dress, and I'm like, oh my god, that is the dress. But
No, I didn't see anything.
no, it wasn't her.
Oh, okay.
So I guess I have a top four. I need to pull up the list again for now.
Well, I mean, okay. So my final thoughts on the 2024 Met Gala, underwhelming. Um, I was highly upset that Rihanna could not make it because I was looking forward to it.
Hmm.
Um, she is one of the people that I like always look forward to seeing. And so I was upset by that. I was upset that our Queen Blake Lively was not there. I was just very underwhelmed, with the exception of my top three, with the honorable mention of Mindy Kaling. I was very upset with what I was seeing. And I know we didn't cover many men. I think we may have just done one or two. Um, but I didn't really see that any of the men were giving too much theme either.
Yeah,
And I know it's just more difficult for men, but still, just I did see Charlie Hunnam. He was
that
not
was
on.
my theme. Yeah.
He's gorgeous. He's another Thor for me, so he was just gorgeous. But anyway, this year I felt like it was underwhelming, and it just didn't seem to have that sort of star power that it normally has. Beyonce also didn't go, and she was supposedly invited. So that's another person that I look forward to seeing on the Met Gala carpet. But yeah, no, it just, there was so much that could have been done with that theme, the Garden of Time.
Yeah.
I don't really think that too many people pulled it off. So yeah, those are
Ditto.
my thoughts.
My last person would be, hold on, what's her face? I can't find. Oh, Elle Fanning in Bowman.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
So that's my top five. Same. It was underwhelming. I think we've been hyping it up so much, like
Yeah,
people on the internet as well, because
yeah,
Zendaya has been giving these looks. Obviously, Lo has been on social media because 98% of the people hate her right now.
yeah.
Bad Bunny, he's rubbed people the wrong way recently as well with the concert and things like that. The
Yeah.
Kardashians, of course, controversy.
Hmm.
That's their middle name. Um, but yeah, I wasn't really impressed by it.
Yeah.
I am actually more impressed of the people that we weren't sweating, like the
Yeah.
Fannings and things like that. The people that should have been giving did not give.
Yeah.
So
That's true.
I wonder
Yeah.
what the theme is going to be next year. Who are going to be the co-hosts? That should be interesting.
Yeah, well, hopefully Blake makes her grand return. Hopefully Rihanna also makes her grand return. Same for Beyonce. Those are my faves. Even Lady Gaga would have probably killed that theme. Just would have been so amazing. But yeah, I don't know. I think something is shifting here when it comes to the Met Gala. It's not necessarily the biggest night in fashion anymore like it used to be, the best Monday of the year as it used to be for some people.
Hmm.
Um, and so hopefully next year things pick back up.
Ditto. And I think now that the Met Gala is more of the who's who. I don't think
Hmm.
they're really inviting people that push the envelope. Like clearly all the Kardashians are going. Not
Yeah.
saying that they're not the who's who, but the Kardashians are going. Angel Reese,
Hmm.
that's a new person on social media buzzing because of her basketball career.
Hmm.
Who else is somebody that's kind of Tyla?
Tyler.
He's a
Yeah.
new sensation. So I think they're catering more to that now, to
Yeah.
bring eyes. And I don't think these are necessarily people that could be fashion forward.
Hmm.
So that makes it a little boring to me.
Yeah. Yeah. I can see that.
All right, guys, let us know in the comments who was your favorite look? What were your favorite looks? And what did you think about the guys? We didn't talk about them much, but let us know what you thought about Bad Bunny and who else did we mention? Thor.
Chris Hemsworth. Yeah.
Chris Charlie Hunnam, and everybody else. What did you think about Kim Kardashian's look? Is this tired? What did we think about J Lo? Was she underwhelming? Of course, what did we think of Zendaya? Did she kill it? Let us know. But that concludes today's video. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Also, please share our video. We're trying to grow our community so your friends could be our friends so we can all be friends. We also have social media, which Steve will tell you about.
We're on TikTok and Instagram. Hear me out, DNE. So make sure you guys like, follow, share, and comment. You can also listen to the videos in podcast format via app, not app, YouTube Music and Spotify.
All right, guys. We'll see you next time. Peace.
Bye.
Bye.